You are about to partake in a guided visualization that will help you gain greater appreciation for your subconscious ability to create and receive abundance in your life at this time. This is the kind of visualization I invite you to return to again and again. Each time you return to it, you'll notice that you are perhaps more open or more creative or more receptive than the time before. You are listening to Kali Kethi from kalicathy.com. That's KALICATHIE.com. And I invite you now to take a comfortable seat. Have your hips elevated above your knees, so you will want your buttocks sitting on some kind of support that allows that to happen. Have your spine erect. The back of your neck is long. The crown of your head draws up to the sky. Your collarbones are broad. Your eyes are closed. And you bring awareness here and now to your breath. Breathe and center here, and we shall begin. Picture and imagine yourself sitting in a lotus. Your awareness is on your breath. The petals of the lotus are open around you in the shape of a bowl in which you sit inside. And as you sit here, breathing, perhaps you start to notice the details of the environment around your lotus flower. Is it still attached to the rest of its plant that's grown through the mud to see the light of day, to hold you within? Or has it been picked and is now in a bowl of its own making, in a different kind of indoor environment? Let the details of your environment fill for yourself. Notice if you fill them with the description of something you would categorize as beautiful and bold and abundant. Or do you fill in the details a little more bare, bland, reserved? Without trying to create anything in particular, just notice the kind of environment you picture yourself in as you sit inside the petals of your lotus. And then I invite you to notice how this environment makes you feel. Notice the thoughts that you have, the feelings that you feel. Perhaps even become aware of the internal
images and visions that you create about yourself and how you fit into this environment of your creating. Perhaps you even notice how you've been dressed today. What is it that you are wearing and how does it make you feel? And then taking in your internal environment, your external environment, and your physical posture and presence inside this lotus leaf. With this lotus flower, with the lotus petals folding up around you like a bowl. I want you to turn your vision up toward the sky or the ceiling, from where $100 bills start to fall. And they are falling down toward you, over your head and shoulders, down your body and falling in your lap and inside the bowl of your lotus flower. And I invite you to just notice how long these $100 bills fall for, how they collect, how they fall, how it feels for you as they are coming toward you, how you receive them or not. And then just notice, if you were to look at you sitting inside the lotus flower, what would you observe about how the $100 bills landed, were received? How many of them were there? How did they build up or not? And just notice if you felt open and receptive to receiving or not. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes and perhaps take some notes about what you experienced throughout this visualization.
You may like to answer the kinds of questions that reflect the inner nature of your subconscious mind with regard to your capacity and willingness and ability to create abundance and receive abundance and to give abundantly in the world today. So I invite you to answer such questions like, how does it feel to receive? How does it feel to give? How does it feel to create? Other questions you might like to ask yourself in relation to what you just explored might be questions like, what was I dressed in? How did I feel in what I was wearing, with specific regard to abundance? What was the environment like? Were you indoors or outdoors? Was it opulent or sparse? Was it artistic or bland? As you explore the environment that you created for yourself, notice if you felt comfortable in it or if you wished it were different. In what ways were you comfortable? And in what ways do you wish it was different? And as you explore the details that you create with each successive return to this visualization, you might notice if you feel more willing to receive, more willing to give, more willing to create, more capable of creating. You might notice some days there is a distinct difference to other days. So using this visualization, you have for yourself a tool to tap into the level of abundance that you are prepared to engage in at this time. I urge you each time you return to really be with the breath and to be receptive to impressions as they arise, as opposed to thinking about them and creating them and planning and plotting as the conscious mind so loves to do. I hope with practice your pipeline into the universe to give and receive from grows full and strong and flowful. Thank you for practicing with me. I look forward to hearing your feedback on how this visualization has worked for you and hopefully given you insight into where you may be more blocked than you knew or more open than you knew. May this serve you well. You can email me via my website at carlycafey.com if you would like to do any further personal one-on-one work or to simply give me your feedback. I would love to hear from you. Have a wonderful rest of the day.